大丈夫っぽい。大丈夫？大丈夫？大丈夫？大丈夫？大丈夫？大丈夫？大丈夫？大丈夫？大丈夫か？大丈夫？大丈夫？大丈夫だよ。大丈夫なの？大丈夫か？大丈夫。
Hello, welcome to Daijoubu Podcast. I'm Christian, and today I'm here with Gabi.
Hello.
And David.
Hello.
And this is our third podcast. And we're super excited. We're going to be we have 3 segments for you guys today. We're going to start with our week in anime. We're going to talk about what we've been watching this week, just the 3 of us. And then our second segment our next 2 segments are going to be what we talked about last episode. And the first one's going to be what anime universe would we live in and why. And then finally, the last segment is going to be RNGesus, which is just a fun little game where we use a random number generator to pick out random shows from our lists. And we're going to talk about why it's on our list, what if we've watched it or not, and generally our reaction to it. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's kick it off. Go, David.
Okay, cool. So my week in anime. So there's this anime that I saw on our anime. People were talking about it, and it's called. I'm gonna try to read the Japanese name first. It's called Akatsuki no Yona, which translates to Yono the Dawn, I guess. And I was like, okay, what is this? You know, people are like, they like it, so I'll check it out. And have you guys heard of this anime at all?
No, I've never heard of that anime.
I'm trying to look because I feel like I've heard the name. I'm trying to think of.
Uh-huh.
Oh wait, I literally just added this to my anime list the other day, of want to watch.
Okay, nice. I'll describe what it's about.
Okay.
So, the general plot line is, Yona is this princess, right? She's the princess to this king. Her dad's the king, and then drama happens because that's what happens in anime. Drama shit happens. There's a coup, and he gets ousted from his power, and she escapes from her castle, and she doesn't know anything about real life. She has this pampered life and everything. So she sees these people they're poor and shit, and she is, she's thinking to herself, "Wow, I did not know anything about my kingdom at all." So I'm only on episode 5, and it just seems like the anime is just gonna be her, going throughout her kingdom, getting the feel for her kingdom, and then gathering up these random people and getting her castle back and getting her castle back. So yeah, I don't know. It seems cool. It's it seems to me like a coming of age, because she's I don't know, 16 or 14 or whatever the age is back in the day. And so, I'm looking forward to her being a badass, because I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. Because she's just a whiny little princess right now who doesn't know how to do anything. So, but yeah, so that's what I've been watching recently. The other thing that wasn't really this week, but it was 2 weeks ago that I finished. It's called Showa Genroku Rakugo Shinju. God, and it translates to Lover's Suicide through Rakugo. And Christian actually told me about this anime. He was just yeah, people who shit on One Punch Man.
Yeah. No one shits on One Punch Man. Okay, people shit on One Punch Man.
Yeah. People
No one better shit on it.
No, I was saying from last season, people shit on Erased. A lot of people were hyping it up because it was so cool at the beginning.
Oh, yeah,
but
it was
then,
Erased.
Yeah, but then, halfway through the season, people were saying, oh, Erased isn't top anime or anime of the season. I was saying that people are saying this anime, Rakugo, is the anime of the season.
Yeah, because it started last season, right? With the race. Isn't that when it started?
Yeah. Winter
Yeah, same
2016, whatever.
Okay. Yeah, because I watched the first few episodes of it.
Yeah, so you finished that, David. How was it?
Oh, okay, so I thought it was amazing. I finished it. I just sat down and watched it over I don't know, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really, really good. Do you guys know what Rakugo is?
Yeah, it's like an art form. But go ahead and inform the guests what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so Rakugo is like this art form entertainment thing, and it was really popular like back in the day for like Japanese people, where one person sits up on a stage on like a pillow, and he like tells a story, and he acts out the story. He or she acts out the story, and
like a professional storyteller.
Exactly, and so I don't know how that's different from just having a person just tell a regular story or reading a book. But to me, it just seems like they really get into their character, do a bunch of voices, do a bunch of facial expressions. So that's how you can tell a good Rakugo person to bad Rakugo people, if they can hold your attention or not. And tell a story good. But anyways, that's what Rakugo is. And so, yeah, Rakugo, this show, it's just like, okay, so I'm watching this show about Rakugo. That sounds really boring, but it's so good.
Not even telling us why it's good. No. I have a question. Okay, no. Go ahead. Say why it's good.
No. Ask me the question first.
Okay, the question is, so do they perform Rakugo, or is it about Rakugo actors and their lives interacting with each other?
It's both.
It's both.
Okay, so they're performing a Rakugo.
That's part of it.
Yeah. So the main central plot of the story is there's this guy. He really likes Rakugo, and so he seeks out the best Rakugo person. And he's like the only one because it's a dying art form.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like, "Hey, let me be your apprentice." And then it goes on into developing the story of these people that Rakugo means everything to them. But besides that, when these characters learn Rakugo stories and start to develop their own Rakugo, the show will actually, focus in on the Rakugo storytelling. So it'll just be a person on the stage doing the story, and you're like watching this, and it's really cool. So.
Yeah, and they do really cool like camera angle changes and stuff while they're like telling the story, so it actually feels like you're listening to someone like telling a really good story, because they change like the way they like hold themselves and their voices and everything. Because I've only watched the first few episodes, but
yeah, so like when they change their voice, the person will be like looking right, and then if they change their voice again, the camera will switch and be looking left, and it's really cool in that aspect where it's just like it seems like you're looking at two different people, but it's really not. It's just one person.
So it feels like it's like a really different way to tell a story.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. So, anyways, the general plot is really good, and it's really good because the character development is really good. You really start to feel like every single main character, and there's like in the promotional picture, there's like five characters. And you start to know every single one of them. You like feel for them. Each episode, you're like, oh god, like my heart can't take this. I felt like you, Christian. Like anything that happens, you're just like, oh, my heart. And I'm like, oh god.
I'm an emotional person. I like taking on emotion.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. When there's a lot of emotional things, I'm just like, yeah, man up. But this time, I was just like, god, like my heart. Not as bad as Your Lie in April, but.
All right, so.
That's been my week. So.
That sounds like a busy week. Just kidding. My week was super busy because I had all these projects to do, and instead, I just watched a whole season of anime. And no, I watched a show called Gekkan Shoujo no Zaki-ken.
Yeah.
And I started it on Monday, and it was so funny that I had to finish it by Tuesday. So I just watched 12 episodes in 2 days, and I was so pumped because it's really, really cute. Basically, Gabi has watched it when I talked to her about it.
And it's really hard not to watch it in one go, because once you start, you're like, I need to finish this.
It's so addicting.
God, this sounds great.
Yeah, it's so addicting. But basically, it's just about a girl who goes to a high school, obviously, with a boy, and wait.
He draws and writes anime.
Yeah, he's like
manga, I mean.
Yeah, he's a manga artist, but no one knows he's a manga artist because he writes manga for shoujo. He writes shoujo romance mangas. So that's just like girl romance mangas. And he's just like a stoic man who has like no feelings. It's so much misunderstandings because all he wants to do is write the perfect manga. And he gets this girl who he's oblivious to her loving him, but she really, really likes him. And she fails asking him out on the first episode. And because that fails, he makes her his apprentice instead. Yeah. And so then she just ends up hanging out with him and understanding more of him. And every episode is about like the misunderstandings of her imagination. Like she always thinks this is the perfect opportunity to be like a shoujo manga. Like one scene, she forgets her umbrella and it's raining outside and she walks out of school and she's about to leave and she's like, wait, Nozaki might walk up to me and say, oh, I've got your umbrella, and then we can walk under the umbrella together. It'll be so cute, just like in a manga. And then instead, he walks up and he goes, "Oh, Chiyo, or Sakura, have you forgotten your umbrella?" And Sakura's like, yeah. And then he just goes, "Oh, great, me too." And then it's just so awkward and funny, but it's really ironic show.
It's really more like real life because as a girl, I know that I've been like, I like imagine a scenario and I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be so perfect if this happens, and then it does not happen that way. And you're just like devastated.
Yeah, and they have a lot of characters in it, or not a lot, but they have like 6 more characters in it, and they're all boys and girls, and all of their personalities are reversed. Like all the girls are like, they have more presence than the guys because they're more like manly, manly. No, they just command more presence and they're very domineering towards the men, and it's just so ironic and funny because it's like a backwards world almost. Right. They just poke at a lot. They poke fun a lot at like the comedy romance genre, and they like express the tropes very well. So I think I was going to say something else about it. Whatever. It was 12 episodes of pure hilarity. Like, I just was nonstop laughing. I was going to say, I haven't watched a show in a long time, because I guess I watch really crappy anime, but I haven't seen a show that has made me laugh without over-sexualizing their characters. Like, they rely on fan service like none at all. I think they had
fan service really.
Yeah, I think there was like one episode where they mentioned like one girl's chest. And, like, that was it. I was, like, really satisfied with that. Yeah. So it's just refreshing to see humor like that. But I watched that, and I've been trying to finish K-On! Season 2. Like, I watched K-On! 6 months ago, Season 1, and I watched it in, like, 3 days, because I was like, oh my god, Moe, this is so cute. Oh, I love cute stuff. And then, for some reason, Season 2 is just so boring. I can't make it through it, but whatever. Let's not talk about K-On! because I can't finish it. I feel bad.
Maybe you're just not in the same like mood as you were when you were watching the first season.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know.
Maybe it's just not as good.
Could be just not as good. Could be shit. I don't know.
No, I think it's actually a lot better. Like every episode is like much more dramatic at the end, and there's much more emotional impact. The first season was just happiness. This season, like, there's like uncertainty and sadness, and it's cooler. But
because his heart can't handle that. He's too emotional.
No,
they can't decide between a cake and some other dessert. He'll be like, I can't watch this. This is too much.
No, it's actually like way deeper than that. It's like the younger girl. She's really scared that all of her friends are gonna leave her after they graduate. And that's like a real fear, so...
Yeah, that's a fear I lived with.
Yeah. Okay, anyways, you can talk about your stuff, Gabi, if you want.
Yeah, so I mean, I kept up with pretty much the ones we were supposed to. So I did like Bungo, Cabaneri, Joker Game, and Kisnaver. I'm still not quite sure how to say it. All of them pretty... keeping strong. I like how all of them are going. I haven't gotten to watch some of the other ones because of school. Stuff is coming, like finals are coming up, so lots of things.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I still feel the same way about all of them. I haven't felt the need to drop them or anything, so those are all good. The other thing that I had time kind of to watch was I watched like the first episode of Samurai Champloo. It's mainly because
Have you watched it before?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've watched it like way back in the day, and I literally can't remember anything about it. I know that I really liked it, but I can't remember why or anything. So I'm like, that's really sad because I know it's like a really highly revered anime, and so I was like, I need to rewatch this so I can realize why it's good. So I just watched the first episode, and then I was like, I was in bed when I was watching it, so I was like halfway asleep, so I didn't get to watch the second episode yet. So,
Okay. All right.
But I mean, it's good. So, and I know it's
Sweet.
good, and everyone knows it's good.
So what do you think of the first episode? Seeing it
I mean-
again for the second time, I guess.
I think it might even be for the third time because I'm pretty sure I've like tried to rewatch the beginning before, but
Okay.
I mean it's still like just the fight scenes are amazing and like the just interaction between the characters is always so great. Like I don't know, it's really good, and that's all just based off the first episode. So I can't.
Yeah, I actually rewatched the series. I think a month ago.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty fresh in my mind. Yeah, good series. If you're gonna keep watching it, you're like definitely in for a ride.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna
Yeah.
keep watching it. So I actually know why it's good because I can't remember anything.
All right. So that sounds like, let's wrap up section 1. That sounds pretty good. Segment 2 is, what anime universe would we like to live in? And we're going to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to go first? We never discussed. You want to go, Gabi? You want to go?
Yeah, sure. I can go. I went for Avatar: The Last Airbender. We talked about it last week. I count it as anime, and I'll say that till
Avatar:
I die.
The Last Airbender. That's not even an anime. What the? This is an anime podcast. Okay.
But I think it kind of aggravated me because I went on to like add it to my anime list, and
it's not there.
And
Yeah.
I was like, fuck you.
I
It's on
mean, hey,
Hummingbird.
that just means you're wrong, Gabby.
But
It
it's
is
on
definitely-
Hummingbird, but it's not on my
definitely-
anime list. I was like, this is bullshit. So, but it's okay because my actual profile picture on my anime list is of Avatar, so fuck them. So I chose that because, like, obviously it'd be really, really awesome to have some sort of bending ability. Because even just like as a kid, you always like if you're in the pool or something, you're like swashing around the water. You're like, oh look, I can control water. Yeah. And so it would be really cool to have that in real life. And if I was a bender, I would, based on my personality and everything, I would totally be a water bender because I'm basically Katara. But I really have always wanted to be a firebender, but I know that I wouldn't if it was real life because it's not who I am. But then also I was thinking like, but what if I wasn't a bender at all, and that would be kind of sucky because there are some worlds I was trying to think of a bunch of different universes. I was like, oh, what if I was like One Punch Man or something? But then I realized if I wasn't a superhero, then that universe would not be cool to live in.
Right.
And whereas like Avatar, I feel like it would be cool to live in either way because you can still be a badass and not bend. Like Ty Lee, like and like she can do all the crazy circus bendy stuff, and like Suki from the Kyoshi Warriors, I want to be a Kyoshi warrior. If I couldn't bend, I would go all the way to Kyoshi.
You could be a Kyoshi warrior in real life right now. That's the thing.
It's true, but I mean,
you just have to learn karate and be very physically
no,
fit.
but the thing is, they didn't
These
have
fans.
technology then, so they didn't have video games and things to distract them. I don't have the time. I've already dedicated my life to anime, so I don't have time to go back.
I know, right?
That is
I've already
okay.
sold my soul to anime in Japan.
Yeah,
So
but yeah,
Too
so
bad.
that's my thing. And I was trying to think of whether I would want to do Last Airbender or Korra, and I feel like it would still be Last Airbender because
yeah.
like there's like there's like corruption and all sorts of crazy stuff in
yeah,
Korra.
I know the
even
world
though,
got
like,
so evil in Korra.
yeah, whereas Last Airbender it would kind of suck because like the Fire Nation is like they're all assholes, but
And there's
I could
only
avoid
one
that.
airbender in the world.
Yeah,
I like the. Oh, sorry.
You like the
No,
what?
keep going.
Yeah, go
I was
ahead.
gonna say I like the Last Airbender universe way better than Korra's universe. To be honest, I haven't finished The Legend of Korra.
Wow, do you even
Korra
have
gets
like
better.
basis to say that? Then?
See, like I stopped
not really,
where
not really.
like season 2, I guess. But anyways,
Oh, that's
the-
where it gets like the worst one. Nobody
yeah, I know.
stopped it.
I couldn't get through it. I was like, this is terrible.
No,
I
third and
just
fourth
stopped.
seasons are the top seasons of Korra.
That's what I've heard. It gets so much better.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyways, Yeah, it's because I don't know, just the kind of the technology in the Legend of Korra kind of took away the I don't know because the last Airbender was so like this is so long ago. People still live in villages. There's no technology. Like
Yeah.
yeah, and I was like, I like that. And
Hmm.
you know, Korra
Yeah,
was
it seems like their bending was so much more precious because
Hmm.
they couldn't really do anything else. They didn't have
Yeah.
cars and stuff yet.
Yeah,
right.
whereas like and the other thing I was like kind of wanted me to push towards Korra a little bit was the fact that there were like more options. So whereas like if you were a earthbender, then you could also maybe metal bend or like or a fire or also they've advanced their technology. If you're a firebender, you could lightning bend maybe and all sorts of
Right.
stuff. So that was
Yeah.
the only other like draw towards Korra. But other than that, I mean, it's just like the Industrial Revolution, and that was like a horrible time.
Right.
So
Which you would probably be like a waterbender working in some
I
shitty
would.
factory.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
50 other waterbenders.
Yeah, I'm actually in a history class right now, and we're talking about the Industrial Revolution, and it was literally awful. So
Yeah, I don't want that.
yeah, just I don't know. Back in time was really bad. Okay, let's go into what I picked then. I guess yeah, I don't know if David can really talk about this one, but basically, the universe I would live in was be the Tuaru series or a certain scientific railgun series. If anybody knows what that is, hold on, I'll pull up the picture real quick. Railgun. Okay, so the railgun universe is very interesting to me because basically they all live in, or the railgun girls, or yeah, no, all the characters, they live in one metropolis city called Academy City, and that's where all children kind of go. Like basically, it's
An Academy City.
yeah, it's called Academy City. Like it's just a city of a bunch of schools, and everyone goes there to learn more about science. And when you learn more about science, the smarter you are, the stronger your powers become. Your powers are all like they're called Esper powers, and they're all based on your intellect, basically. So like the strongest Esper in the city is also really, really smart, and there was one scene showing him like making all of his powers go to the max, and he's like thinking of all these equations. Like you'd never think about that when you think about powers. Like you think it just comes magically, like you just start shooting fire out of your hand or whatever. But in this one, like the powers are much more scientific. Like one kid's powers are he can change vectors. Like you wouldn't like, what does vectors mean? Like everything has a vector in the world. So if you change like the vector of this wallet sitting here right now, if I like press it and then I can change all the vectors to like go that way at a certain speed, then because yeah, vectors and speed go hand in hand, then I can like shoot it out of my hand basically. And it's just super, super cool because it's based on like how smart you are. And it also does have elements of like natural giftedness. Like not everybody is super strong because they can like read books, but yeah, it's just all their powers are much more unique in Railgun than like any series that I've ever seen. And also, if you've watched Index, which I know Gabi hasn't, Index is called, in English, it's called A Certain Magical Index, and it's about the whole other side of this universe, and that is the people who can control magic. So basically, when people started learning how to use Esper powers, there were still normal humans like us. Like we could go into Academy City and none of us have Esper powers. We would be called level 0, like level 0 through level 5. And we'd all be level 0 and we have no powers and we're just normal people. And we're trying to learn more to hopefully get to level 1 and we can have some sort of power. But some people rejected science and found like religion and stuff in this universe, and they found out how to like conjure magic, and they found another way around like science to use abilities basically. And so you have this whole other cast of people in a certain magical index that all use magic, and they all are like religious based and stuff, and it's really, really cool. Like you don't have to believe in just science. You can also believe in religion in this universe to be just as powerful and have tons of fun. Like, it just looks like so much fun
Yeah.
to just have powers and shoot stuff out of your hands.
So do you think that if you lived in that universe, your intelligence would be high enough where you would be pretty strong, or do you think you would be like just a regular dude?
No, I would definitely just be a regular dude. So, like, the main character in Index he's a boy who lives in Academy City, and he's a level 0, and he has no powers at all, but he goes to school every day and he reads, and he has the grace of God give him, like, some random dude basically gives him, like, the almighty breaker hand, and his hand. Yeah, his hand destroys every magical ability ever. So,
Okay.
he's just lucky. But I would be not lucky like him, and I would just beat him, just going to school in the city.
Cool.
And
so
and,
just
like,
you
really
in
lame.
Academy City, and you would still be playing LOL and everything.
No lol, just reading books, trying to get to level 1, and it would be so sad. But no, it's really cool because, like, all of them. Also, the show Railgun is a lot about friendship and stuff. So all of them. There's like level 0. There's 2 level 0 girls, and then there's 1 level 5 and 1 level 4 in, like, the main cast of Railgun, and, like, the 2 level or like. Yeah, the 2 lower levels, like, they really support their friends, and they love seeing them be powerful and stuff. And I like doing that too. Like, I love seeing my friends accomplish things that I could never do and stuff. Like, I love watching my friends play their instruments or play a sport, like, really, really well. And, like, that's how life is.
And that they're not active, because one of the girls, she's in, like, the police force with like one of the higher level girls, and they even have because I only watched like half of the Railgun, because when I watched it I didn't realize that there were all these other series connected to them, so I was just but there is one episode where they kind of like focus on the fact that she feels like not superior because she is level 0, like when she's hanging out with all these like higher level girls.
Yeah, there's actually like a whole arc about her feeling powerless and stuff, and coming to terms with like her having there's no chance that she will ever have powers because that's just how she was born.
And it's like Deku all over again.
Yeah.
No, not like Deku, because Deku, like, I don't know. I haven't read the manga Boku no Hero, but Deku obviously is about to get really strong.
Yeah.
He's about to be amazing. No, this girl sucks. This girl has 0 powers all the time.
Story how I became the top hero.
I know. I was just like, wow. Okay, just say that.
Anyways.
Alright, so that's the universe I'd live in.
Yeah, now David.
Okay, cool. So the universe I would live in is the non-Viore universe. And for those who don't know, it's a very slice of life anime about these middle schoolers who live out in the fucking country just doing country stuff.
So normal life, just living in the country.
Exactly. So like every episode, the cast is like this 5-year-old girl who's in like 1st grade, a 3rd grader, 4th grader, and like an 8th grader. All these grades could be wrong, by the way. I don't know the exact grades, but so since
they're in elementary school, that's all that matters. They're very young kids.
Very
since they're out in the country, they all study in one classroom and they just do their own stuff. And each episode, it's about nothing. It's just them.
It's about nothing. It's
It'll
about
be
their misadventures, right?
Yeah. Or non-misadventures, because there might be one episode where this one character is really bored and she just wants her friends to visit her, and then it'll be like 15 minutes of her just wanting her friends to visit her, and then the last 15 minutes, her friends actually visit her, and then they just play around, and it's great. It's so soothing.
You just want to live in childhood forever.
Yes, that's exactly it. I want to live...
Just go to Neverland.
I want to live in childhood. In childhood, I want to be just out in the country with some friends and play with grasshoppers and stuff and live a stress-free life. And that's why I would choose that universe. I just want to be stress-free, guys. That's my stats.
Yeah. You just want to be a cute girl living in a cute world, eating cute things with your cute friends.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's a very apt description.
That's exactly right. You hit it right on the head.
Okay, so sorry. Let's go to segment 3. Agreed?
Yep.
All right.
Oh,
So we're gonna play an RNGesus game. I don't know why I keep calling it RNGesus. Like, I guess it's just a
That's
fun
what
name.
I don't
but-
know. When I looked it up, it like autofilled to like RNGesus.
Anyways, it's a game where we're gonna say the rules again because why not? It's a game where we're gonna get a random number generator, and it's gonna be 1 through the end of our My Anime lists, and we're gonna just generate a number and talk about the anime that it correlates with and whatever, like how it impacted our lives or did not if we haven't seen it yet. I'm not sure. So I will go first, and I need to enter the right number in. Hold up. 87? Question mark? That's like not that many shows. Okay. So generate 9. I got number 9. So 9 on my list is Clannad. Wow.
Okay, all right, I can talk about this.
Yeah, I can talk
Kinda.
about that.
Wait, why can you guys talk about it? It's mine.
Kind of like. So
I mean,
the
I
only
watched
thing-
it a long time ago.
You watched it?
Yes, I watched it.
What'd you think of it? Just like
I remember liking it. When the Clannad after story is better.
is that the one? That's the anime with the girls with the eyes are like really far apart, right? Is that it?
Their eyes are very weird.
It is
yeah.
very strange animation. I wasn't the biggest fan of.
Well,
Well, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna start it off because this is my turn. Screw you guys, freaking ruining my Clannad. Anyways, this is on my plan to watch list. I haven't seen it yet, and basically I want to watch it because a lot of people, I don't even know what it's about. Like, I think it's about a dad and her daughter or something and their relationship, and that's it. That's all I know. So I think it's supposed to be just a cute slice of life. And everyone says After Story is a tearjerker, like Clannad After Story, the sequel, I guess. And yeah, I don't. Huh?
Not about dad and his daughter.
It's not about her dad and her daughter.
yeah, I thought it was about a romance.
It is a romance.
It's a romance.
Okay,
She's
cool.
so little. I always thought, like, I just assumed, like, that's the dad, that's the daughter.
Nope.
Like, this is weird. Why are they like hugging so much? But yeah, no. So
Relationships, okay.
so that's it. Really, it's just on my plan to watch list, and I know it's an emotional work, and a lot of people like it. Also, I'm pretty sure it's made by KyoAni, and I love KyoAni. So that's it. Do you guys want to say anything about it?
I watched it a long time ago. I feel like I watched it in like either middle school or early high school, so it's been quite a while. I remember liking it, and I remember crying, and that's pretty much it.
Wow.
That's all I remember about it.
Yeah.
Would you
that's what I
say that
want.
you cry easily at animes?
Are you a crier?
Yeah, you cry.
Yeah, I guess. I watched Harry Potter I read Harry Potter the 6th book last night, and I cried. I cried last night.
Wow.
So
That's
Okay.
not anime.
Okay.
So
That doesn't
I'm
even
saying
deserve
that's
to be on this
another thing I
podcast.
cry. I'm just
No,
saying
it's
I
okay,
cry
it's okay.
often, but I watch a lot of sad stuff. So
I just wanted to know because
You're a sad person.
If she says it's a tearjerker, but she cries kind of often, then it's just like
No. A lot.
cry.
A lot of people
I've
say
heard-
Clannad's a
yeah, a lot of
tearjerker.
people
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah. I've done my research, David. I stay on forums all the time. So
Okay, I trust you.
no, just kidding. All right, someone go next.
I'll go. So I'm gonna generate numbers.
We'll just go to
12.
triangle.
All the low numbers. Okay. Oh, ooh. Okay. So this is actually a movie, Bakemono no Ko, which the actual translation is The Boy and the Beast, and it came out like literally.
Oh,
a few
okay.
months
Oh, they
ago.
came out recently. Yeah.
Yeah, it came out a few months ago, and it's made by the same people who did like Wolf Children and The Girl Who Left Through Time. Wait, I think it's a Girl Who Left Through Time. And either way, Summer Wars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
oh my god, it
Wait,
was
you-
so good.
Oh, okay. All right.
I went
Okay.
and watched it at the movie
David.
theater.
Oh.
Oh no, but you guys, I literally I know. I'm just gonna. I guess I cry a lot because I cried through half this movie. There was one point I started crying. I just didn't stop.
I hope
It was
every
so good.
I hope every show you draw from this RNG game, you're like, okay, so this one I cried, and it's very emotional. I loved it.
Okay,
No,
Gavin, can I
it's
say
basic-
something?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool. So, I downloaded this movie and I actually have it. I just haven't gotten a chance to watch it, and I'm so excited because I saw this movie and it was like coming out soon or whatever. It was like a week out from being released, and I was like, yeah, this looks pretty good. and I just haven't watched it. So hearing you say that it's really, really good, it's just making me want to watch it. Like tonight.
Yeah. Have you watched any of their other movies? Like, have you watched Summer Wars? Or...
Yeah, he's watched all of those.
I watched Summer Wars. Wolf Children is one of my favorite movies. I recommend it to Christian and Iron all the time, and they just keep telling me no.
No, you know my deal with Wolf Children. Yeah, like I'm gonna watch it.
Even though it's not like.
I feel like it's a date movie. It's a cute date movie that you can like watch it with someone who doesn't like anime that much. So I'm saving it. I don't like watching things over and over again. So what'd you say?
I don't know. Anyways,
I don't know.
It's basically like a quick synopsis is that there's like this kid and he like runs away from his parents because they like get divorced and stuff, and he accidentally stumbles upon like this like fantasy world where basically everyone is like not a furry, but they're like animal people, and then he learns how to be like a crazy swordsman dude, and it's really, really awesome. And that's it. I don't want to say too much. It's so good.
No, don't spoil it. I really want to. Like, I literally have it. I'm about to watch it like tonight.
Yeah. I was like when did it came out this year, right?
Yeah, it literally came out a few months ago.
Yeah, I was randomly talking to my friend or somebody about what's that website that you rate movies on? Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, so I was randomly going through Rotten Tomatoes and I wanted to see like the top movies of the season or whatever, and I think the top movie with 100% rating was that show or was that movie. It's either that movie or the other Ghibli movie that they released in English finally.
Only yesterday?
Yes, yeah.
I watched that one too.
Both of those were like up there.
Wait, the movie's called Only Yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah, it came out like way in the early beginning of Ghibli, and then they only
they just dubbed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It has Daisy Ridley as the main dub.
Wow, no one knows who that is.
I have no idea who that is.
That's the girl in Star Wars, the new one.
Oh, the main girl?
Oh, that's awesome.
I guess.
Awesome.
But yeah, so
good job, her. Whatever.
But yeah, The Boy and the Beast, it came out in Japan last year, but here... Wait. It says it aired 2015. Yeah, so last year. Sorry, I was like thinking it was already 2017. Anyways, it came out last year in Japan, and I think it only came out a few months ago here. But, so anyways, highly recommend.
All right, sweet.
Wait, did you do yours, David?
Nope.
No.
All right, let's go around. Yeah, let's go around the triangle. You're next.
Okay, cool. All right, so... Generate. Okay, cool. I got 124. Let's see what this is about. Oh, okay. All right. It's Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tengen Toppa. Yeah.
Okay.
Gurren Lagann.
So let's see. Yeah. So this is on my list. It's on my completed list, and I watched this only because Christian watched it, and he was raving about it so much, and
it's really good.
I watched it this year, and so it's been out for a few years, and I hadn't seen it. So when Christian had watched it and said it was really good, I was just like, "Fuck it, it's time to do it," and I did, and I'm really glad I did because it's fucking hype. Like, it's
manliest man ever.
Yeah. The reason I told you had to watch it was because you watched Kill la Kill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you watched all of Kill la Kill and you hadn't watched Gurren Lagann yet. And every episode of this podcast, I've been talking about Trigger and Kill la Kill and Gurren Lagann. Because Gydax made Gurren Lagann, but Trigger was the one who made, they were the main people who made Gurren Lagann, and they just went and, pooped it out into Kill la Kill and made it even funner. So I was like, sure, Gurren Lagann's not going to be as fun as Kill la Kill, but if you really liked Kill la Kill, I'm pretty sure you're going to like Gurren Lagann.
Yeah.
So... yeah, it's a must-watch. Gurren Lagann's an instant classic mecha.
Oh yeah,
awesome anime.
I don't know. I feel like a whole spectrum of anime lovers love Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, because it's not even just I'm not huge into mech anime or anything, but Gurren Lagann is amazing.
Yeah, same. I'm not that big into mech.
Yeah, and you can be a beginner in anime. You could start. You could just start watching anime and love Gurren Lagann, or you could be an intermediate like me and love Gurren Lagann, or you could be just some fucking I'm better than you, and I feel like they would still love.
Yeah, some no life guy who's seen 500 anime and they would have definitely seen Gurren Lagann already, and they have to admit that it's like amazing. So
they would probably say that it's shit tier, but
Like,
in their
whatever.
heart they know. Yeah, and so for those listening who have not seen Gurren Lagann, I highly recommend it. And if you've been holding off watching it for some reason, definitely watch it. It's definitely a ride. It's hype as fuck. I think I already said that. But
Yeah.
Right.
like
Do you want to give a
Super
quick
hype.
synopsis? It's basically about a boy named Simon and his friend Kamina, and they live underground in a dystopian world because people on top of the world,
On the surface.
on the surface, called beast men, they drove all the humans into the earth, and they want to go back to the surface, and it's their fight to get to the surface, basically. So there's much more, and
A lot more.
it gets so crazy. Like, it's like an asymptote of excitement. Like, this is how long the show is. This is the excitement level, and it's like, oh, you get 10 not 10, you get like 4 episodes in, and you're like, wow, I don't see where this show is going. Like, this isn't fun at all. And then you get to like the 16th episode, and you're like, whoa, that was really cool. And then the like 17th one, you're like, what the?
It's
what the?
Yeah.
And it's just like crazy fighting, crazy drama, crazy awesome.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I've watched like I think the first 1 or 2 episodes several times, and
you can never get into it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
If you know me, I like drop things instantly. I'm just like, this is not gonna be fun, I feel like, and then boom.
Yeah, and the beginning is just a lot of background character stuff, and it's just a lot of characterization, and it's slow, and like whatever. A lot of people don't like it, but you have to sit through it. You have to make it through to like the halfway point to finally like get the satisfaction of how awesome Gurren Lagann is. But
the ending definitely paid off.
it justifies the
paid off and
means.
more for the kind of slow beginning. So well, that was my number. So
all right, wait, you guys want to go around like a couple more times, right?
Yeah.
Or do you guys want to end the cast?
I think we can go around at least once, and then we'll see how our time is after that.
How long have we been on, David?
42.
42. All right, let's go around one more time and make it like 10 more minutes or something. All right, so random number generate.
We still have to talk about next week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that shouldn't take too long.
Okay.
All right, so the number I got is 43, and we'll blow through these. How about that? If you don't want to, because I just want to talk about something that I watched. Okay, 43 is Mononoke Hime, which is Princess Mononoke. Yeah.
Well, Gabi.
Gabi definitely
Trying to
knew
stay in
what
your
that
seat.
was.
Like, holy crap.
Yeah. Okay. Princess Mononoke, I actually watched, I think, 3 years ago, freshman year of college, because I wasn't super into anime, like that big into it, and I would just, like, I knew Ghibli was amazing, and I remember I watched Spirited Away like 10 times when I was in 4th grade, because I don't know why, but it was on Tsunami a lot. But so I knew I liked Ghibli. I just wasn't that big into anime, and I was just like putting off, the other great Ghibli works. So I watched Princess Mononoke, and obviously 10 out of 10 anime instantly. It's a perfect anime, and everyone should watch it.
I remember seeing that I think in middle school. I thought it was pretty dark for my age for seeing it the first time. I was
Miyazaki's his messages about, anti-war and saving the environment are very, like, in every anime except for probably Ponyo. Every Miyazaki film.
Then it's kind of like, don't hurt the ocean.
Yeah, like even then he still has like these very, very dark messages that he needs to portray, because that's like, what his life is about, or that's what he cares about. So yeah, I agree. It is very dark, but that's what makes it so cool. Like it's got a strong female lead. It's got a mysterious, cool wolf thing and a guy that are just
badass.
Yeah, who are just like all badass, and it's just overall a badass anime that like you don't have to like anime to appreciate this movie at all. And it's just a movie, so it's not like you're investing, 6 hours into it or something. It's just like 2 hours or something. Is it the long? Yeah, but
it's pretty long of a movie. Some people think that it drags out a little bit, and after watching, I've watched Princess Mononoke probably 15 times. So after a while you do feel the fact that it takes a little while to start getting into like the action.
Mm-hmm.
There are like spurts of it as it goes through, but most of the stories at the end. But it's still really amazing, and like everything is really mystifying because he creates a whole new world that is just has a lot of like crazy spirits and demons and things like that, and you're learning about it as you go. So I love it. It's always at the top of my like Ghibli movies. It's always between that and Howl's Moving Castle. They switch every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's go to Gabi. Quick.
Yeah.
Quicker.
I did mine a second ago, and I got Grave of the Fireflies. So it's another movie. I don't really want to talk about it because I hate it. So.
What? Oh wow.
One Ghibli movie I hate. Don't watch it. It's a waste of your life. Okay, I'm gonna do a different.
I've seen it.
She's doing a different one.
She's doing a different one. I don't want to talk about it. I'm gonna get real angry.
Oh, all right.
What?
Game of the
Every time I talk
Fireflies.
about it.
God.
It's a
Salty.
pointless. No. Okay, I got 154. 154 all the way down. Oh my God! Why do I keep getting movies? Okay, we'll
You've
talk.
only seen movies on your list.
That's the point of RNG.
Yeah.
Random number
I got Summer
generator.
Wars, so
Okay.
we can talk about Summer Wars.
Yeah,
Summer Wars is by the same people who made Boy and the Beast. And basically it's about this kid who has like a crush on a girl, and then she's like really eccentric, I guess, and she comes into like him and his friend when they're like working on computer stuff one day, and she goes, "Hey, I need someone to come visit my family with me for this for a week." And they like live out in the country in Japan, and then he's like, I'll do it because he has a crush on her. And then he goes, and shit goes down because the whole like society in Japan is kind of dependent on this. Not even it's not a program. It's called Oz, and it's like a social media game
like
it's
hub.
It's like everything.
Yeah.
So like their economy's on there, like people's jobs are based on there. Like so much of society is based off of Oz, and it's about like this like it's like a coded hacker. It's not a person. It's a program that's going in and like hacking people's information, and it makes everything in society go like really crazy and awry. And it's about like this family who is trying to defend the world, I guess, or just Japan really, against this program. And it's really, really cool. And it like talks about like the connections between family and then also like saving Japan. So I like it a lot. And,
so fun fact, are you guys Digimon fans?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys remember Digimon, the movie? Like where they go into the computer world and fight that one dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same director. As,
Okay.
Yeah.
Same direction. Yeah, I was like, why are you listing like the plot of the Digimon movie? I do remember it, but okay.
It's very Summer Wars is very similar to Digimon, like the movie.
Okay.
What
do you mean by that? Like shonen or what? Like
no,
the feel you
just
got
the
from
plot. Because Oz, like Gabi was saying, yeah, and they kind of go into the digital world,
because they
through
have
avatars.
Oh, okay.
Right, and they're trying to stop this parasite dude that's destroying the digital world, and that's the plot of Digimon. So Summer Wars is very, very similar to that, and it's also like a really good looking movie. So, yeah. All right, sweet. So.
Yeah,
I'll do mine.
Last one.
I got 135.
Okay. What show is that?
It is Usagi Drop.
Ooh, I wanted to watch that. It's been on my list for a while.
But David wanted to watch it too.
No, it's actually completed.
Okay.
Okay. So Usagi Drop is a slice of life about this. I want to say he's a bachelor. I think
That's what it says here.
He's a single dude, and he's older. He's like 30 something. I don't know. I don't know what his age is. But anyways, a family member of his dies and leaves behind a child, right? And she's super young. She is maybe 5. It's been a while since I've seen this.
Little girl.
Yes, very, very little girl, and the family is they're just talking. They're like, "Who's gonna take care of her? We don't want to do it. Like, no one wants to do it." The girl, the little girl is like born from, I think, like not a marriage. It was just like, I think, that person just got knocked up and had a girl. Yeah, so this is like, it's bad image for the family. And then this guy, he was just like, you know what? I'll take care of her. I'll do it. I'm a bachelor. I'm not doing anything else in my life. And so he does. And so it's a slice of life about this man slowly trying to figure out how to be a parent with this new family member that he's kind of related to. And it's, from what I remember, I really liked it. Like, it's one of my favorite, one of my favorite. It's just a really good slice of life. It's really endearing, very cute, and there's not much comedy in it. It's like I said, it portrays this man taking care of this girl. So
yeah, it has a pretty high score on my anime list. So
yeah, what
my
does it
anime
have?
list is always right.
8.58.
Nice.
When did you watch this?
I think when did it come out? 2011. I think I watched it either my freshman or sophomore year of
College.
Yeah. It came out 2011, so probably my sophomore year.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's really funny because when I'm on our anime and people talk about the show, every time, like under the comments, every time they say, "What's the show? Read the manga up to this point, and then don't touch the manga because the ending to it is terrible, just awful."
Oh.
Yeah, and so I was like, okay, so I took their advice and have never done anything else with Usagi Drop.
Nice.
Yep, and I kind of know what's gonna happen, the ending, and I don't want to go there. So
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay.
All right, well, that pretty much wraps up this podcast. That's week 3. Hope you guys really enjoyed whatever RNGesus and what universe we'd like to live in. But real quick, we're going to talk about what we're going to do next week. We still, like right now, we're going to pick our themes for next week. So we didn't really think of many more themes, but let's just poop out the ideas right now.
On our Google Doc, there's some themes from last week.
All right, so
So I really like Gabi's guilty pleasure anime. What else is there? Long anime versus short anime.
It's just like a discussion.
Okay.
Okay. Well, how about, since we've talked about Avatar: The Last Airbender for our past 2 or 3 podcasts.
You don't have to do that.
No. I was gonna say let's do that. Yeah, let's
Okay.
Talk about why you think it's an anime.
Yeah, we're gonna debate next week on Daijoubu Podcast if Avatar: The Last Airbender is an anime or not. Also, do you guys want to talk about guilty pleasures?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, so those are our 2 themes. We're going to talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender and our guilty pleasure anime. So stay tuned. You can follow us on Twitter and blog or post and YouTube and SoundCloud. You can see it all at the bottom of the screen. And remember, Daijoubu!
I'm never gonna say that, guys.
Yeah, I mean, that's okay. I don't really... You can do whatever you want.
It's better if you don't say it.
大丈夫だよ。